Welcome to Play in School TV, episode 33. I'm Rich Prado. In today's episode, I say thank you. Hey guys, welcome back to Play in School TV. It's been a couple weeks since my last video. We've just completed our 2016 college bus tours. I'm going to do a full recap in a later video, but in today's video, I really want to use my time to say thank you. Guys, there are so many people to thank that help get the college bus tours off the ground, but I want to start with the number one group of people who, without their support and without their vision, the college bus tours do not happen. That group of people are the college coaches. There are literally too many people to mention. Just in the last 2 weeks alone, I personally went to 35 colleges. At those 35 colleges, there was 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 staff members at every single one. And so, guys, without you understanding the big picture of what our college bus tours are designed to do and help these kids make the best decision possible, these tours don't happen. So thank you for giving us your time, and thank you for seeing the big picture with the Play in School college bus tours. The next group of folks I want to thank is every high school coach and travel coach that has mentioned the college bus tour to their players. Now, the bus tours aren't for everybody, so even if a coach mentioned it, maybe their kids didn't sign up, that's okay. I just appreciate the fact that you think it's a good idea and you spent the time to either forward an email or to just mention it to a mom or dad of a kid that plays for you. You know, all you guys on the social media who've given me a tweet or a favorite or a share or a forward, I appreciate you guys. And big thanks to that group of guys, the high school and travel ball coaches who get the big picture and have shared this information with their players. Thank you guys. To the parents of all the players that came with us this year and every year before, huge thank you. I understand that it takes a lot of trust to send your kids away with somebody maybe you don't know that well. You know that you're investing a ton of time, effort, and a lot of money to send your child away. And I appreciate the fact that you've put the trust in me to provide them with a service that's super valuable, and at the end of this process will help them make a huge life decision. So parents, again, without you guys trusting in me and trusting in this service, this stuff doesn't happen. So a big thank you to all the parents. Players, thank you for being so well behaved. Thank you for working tremendously hard on all the tours. The work we put in, it can't even be described. Other players who've gone through and they play their tournaments in the heat and they play one game a day, or maybe they play a doubleheader, they go home thinking they're tired. You guys put in work that other folks just don't know. That day when we saw 5 schools, that day when we saw 6 schools in one day, and we did 10 or 12 miles by foot so that you could see behind the scenes at a bunch of different colleges, that is next level effort. And that's big time research that is going to help you in the end. Thank you guys for behaving the entire time. Thank you guys for being a lot of fun. And thank you for all your effort that you put forth on all of our tours. Big thanks to the guys, the coaches that actually helped me out this summer. Kyle Werman was an absolute stud on the Mid-Atlantic tour this year. Kyle is the head coach at LaSalle College Prep outside of Philadelphia. It's a tremendous private high school. Very good baseball tradition. If you don't know Worm, you can look him up. Coach Werman has 5 or 10 years of college coaching experience. So he was a tremendous asset to have on board with us. Tyler Johnson, he's been on almost every single tour we've ever run. Tyler's the head coach at Lee Davis High School in Mechanicsville, Virginia, a year in, year out powerhouse, a couple state titles to their name. So Tyler knows more about the tours than probably any other human, and has seen more colleges than anybody probably besides myself. So big thanks to Worm and Tyler. Can't do it without you guys. Now, a bus tour is nothing if it doesn't have a bus, and a bus is nothing if it doesn't have a driver. Now, we have always used James River Transportation based in Richmond, Virginia for all of our tours, and so I want to thank James River, but more specifically, this year's drivers, Miss Hope and Miss Iris, did a tremendous job. They loved being with the kids. They loved having these ball players with them, and they treated us like gold. And I'm happy to say the players treated Miss Hope and Miss Iris with a ton of respect, and they loved having those ladies behind the wheel. Did a great job driving. So little plug for James River Transportation. If you need if you need a bus, hit those guys up. So big thanks to Miss Iris and Miss Hope. Lodging is one of the trickier things when putting together our tours, and I have to admit that I actually have somebody help me out with that, because that's a tremendously time-consuming piece of the puzzle. So I want to just give a quick shout out to Heather Hendry over at Select Hospitality. Heather's helped me out on almost every single tour, and she's done a great job finding us the best places to stay, where these boys can get a good night's rest and then get a hot meal in the breakfast to get our next day started. So Heather, you've done a great job, and I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot. So a couple of folks that I really don't know by name, but I want to give a shout out to, are just the staffs at those hotels that we stay at, and then the staffs at the places we go and eat, because it's no small feat when we roll in 25 deep with teenage boys who are gonna be loud and smelly and take up space. And so when we roll into a hotel and they have our keys cut, and we are out of that hotel lobby in 60 seconds flat and up to our room so that we can get a good night's sleep, that is tremendous. So really can't name them all by names, but the hotel staffs and the folks at the Golden Corral. Every college ball player is going to go through a Golden Corral in their time, so it's fun when we roll in as a high school group to a Golden Corral, and those folks take care of us. Again, you roll in 25, 30 deep, it takes a special person that can take care of us and keep us happy and fed. And so I want to give a thanks to those folks, even though I don't know their names specifically. Well, most importantly, need to give a big thank you to my wife and my baby. Without their support, none of this stuff at Playing School happens, and none of the impact that we have, however big or small the impact we have, that doesn't happen without my wife's support. So Kim, thank you so much for always believing in me and the impact that Playing School has the ability to make. And behind her, while I was on the road, was the help of my parents helping out with my wife and obviously with the baby. So big thanks to my mom and dad too, as they took care of the baby and allowed my wife to do what she does during the day, which allows me to go do what I was doing on the road. So big thanks to them as well. So players, if there's somebody in your life that you need to thank, go thank them right now. Your moms and dads are working really hard to put you in a position of success and give you an opportunity to fulfill your dreams. So, follow my lead. I thanked everybody who helped me in this process. So I want you to go thank somebody right now. Be sure you stay with me. I'll be putting out more videos in the next few weeks. I'll do a full recap on the summer's bus tours, and that'll all be up on the vlog soon. be sure to follow me over at Play in School on all the social medias. If you like this video and you're watching on YouTube, feel free to put a comment below. If you're over on Facebook, you can comment below. If you are on the blog at playinschool.com/blog and you see this video, feel free to comment below. I'd love to hear what you guys think about this or any of the other videos. Thanks a lot, guys.